You've most likely seen your dog panting on a hot day or immediately following exercise, but panting can become excessive. When your dog is panting a lot, it's usually an indication of a health problem, something we explore in this new AnimalWised video. Heat stroke. This occurs when the dog fails to lower their body temperature. An example is when a dog is locked in a hot car or exercises in very hot weather. In addition to hyperthermia and excessive panting, the dog can hypersalivate, their mucous membranes can turn bright red, they can vomit, have bloody diarrhea, experience seizures, and if their temperature cannot be lowered, they will die, so a veterinary visit is necessary. Discover how you can tell if your dog is near death in the first info video above. Shock. The state of shock is an emergency situation and is provoked by various causes such as hemorrhage or poisoning. In addition to panting, the dog can destabilize until they lose consciousness. Dehydration. In these cases, the dog, for different reasons such as intense diarrhea and vomiting, cannot intake as much fluid as they lose. A dehydrated dog should receive prompt veterinary care. Diabetic ketoacidosis. If your dog is panting a lot from diabetic ketoacidosis, it's another veterinary emergency due to the accumulation of ketones. These are byproducts of the metabolism of fat and can be distinguished by the smell of acetone on the dog's breath. Poisoning. Poisonings can have multiple causes and symptoms such as hypersalivation, breathing difficulties, or seizures. The clinical picture will depend on the type of poison and the dog's state of health. They will also require veterinary attention. Pleural effusion. This is the accumulation in the thoracic cavity of blood or serum. In addition to panting, the dog will adopt a posture that helps them get more oxygen. It's another veterinary emergency, and movement must be done with extreme care. Stress. When there are no environmental circumstances to explain panting or any signs of a disease, panting could be due to the dog's poor emotional state. Stress and anxiety can make a dog pant for seemingly no reason. In these cases, it's possible to observe the dog is panting a lot and trembling. A typical example is panting at the veterinary clinic or when hearing loud noises. If this response to stress is common, it's recommended you contact an expert in canine behaviour or ethologist. Stress in the dog is a sign of imbalance that must be solved to regain the well-being of the animal. If you want to know what are the 10 most common causes of stress in dogs, take a look at the video above. Pain. A dog in pain may pant. Sometimes it's the only obvious sign we can perceive of an ailment. Other times the dog gasps a lot and cries. Always pay attention to panting that occurs outside of its normal physiological context. What to do if my dog is panting a lot? When we don't know the cause of panting, it does not subside in a short space of time, or it's accompanied by other clinical signs, we need a visit to the veterinarian. Only a professional can examine the dog and perform the correct test to find out the cause of panting and administer the most appropriate treatment. If you want to learn more about diseases in dogs, we share a playlist here for your needs. Tell us, has your dog been panting excessively lately? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time.